If you're feeling stuck, exhausted, frustrated, worn out from trying to grow your business, but nothing is working, then let's simplify things for a second. In this video, I'm going to show you the simple way to think about your business so that you can actually grow it and it makes sense. And you don't get lost in all the small details that are out there and all of the distractions that try to take you away from just doing these simple things. My name's Christopher Huntley from teachingrevolution.com. Shout out to everybody in the 10K Club and all of my Accelerator All-Stars. And in this video, I want to share this 3-step process that's so simple. Here it is. So the first thing that you only need 3 things to have a business. And you're going to be surprised and maybe shocked by how simple a business is after I finish this video. At the end, you'll definitely be clear on that. And the first thing that you need, the first of these 3, is you need to have what someone wants. So people want lots of things. They go looking for those things. You need to have that thing that they're looking for. And then you need to be able to tell them that you have it. It's no use if you have what they want and you hide it or you use unclear language to explain that you have it. So you need to put it front and center. You need to let them know doors are open and you have this thing that they want. And you need to tell the right people. So the first step, the first piece of any business is just the thing that people want. And usually that becomes an offer. The offer is how you're describing this thing that you have that they want to make them actually want it, to make it attractive to them. And so they don't buy other ones instead. Now, that's the first piece of your business. The second piece of your business is a method for you to be able to tell many people about this thing that you have. Depending on what it is that you're selling and who you're selling to, you might be able to use different methods. But generally speaking, there's 3 methods that everyone uses, and that's content, outreach, and ads. And then the third piece of your business is a way for you to sell the same people more stuff. If you think about any established business, they sell multiple things to the same people. People come back and buy more. These are return customers, and they're the most valuable to any business. A business cannot survive just getting new customers all the time. So turning the existing customers into additional revenue, this is super important, and that's the third part of your business. So there's only 3 parts. I told you it's simple, it's easy. There's only 3 parts to your business. If you have something that people want, and you have a way to tell them about it, and you have a way for them to buy more after that, congratulations, you have a business. That's all it is. That's what a business is. And so now that you are looking at your business through this lens, you can see that there are a lot of activities, there are a lot of actions that you might be taking that don't clearly fit into these 3 categories. And you might think that those are critical actions, but really they're just maintenance actions. Some of them we can eliminate completely. So if you're feeling stuck right now in your business, if you're feeling worn out and exhausted because you're doing so many things but not getting any results, then you just need to keep things simple. You need to simplify a lot and go back to, am I actually selling something that people want? Do people say they want this without me existing? Is there already demand in the marketplace? And so steps 1 and 2 are all about demand. In the beginning, we need to tap into existing demand, and then we need to increase demand for our specific offer in step 2. This is when we tell many people about what we have. So to simplify things even more, there are 3 words that you can remember that represent this process. You have your offer, then you acquire, then you ascend. Offer, acquire, ascend. Very easy framework. I've gone into detail about this in the 10K Club book. You can click the link under this video and go get the book. And there's this entire process laid out for you and made super simple, because there are some steps at each stage, right? So we have our offer, but how do we make that offer? How do we know for sure that people want this thing that we have? is it even valuable enough for us to be doing this? These are all big questions that we need to ask at the beginning before we go tell lots of people. Within an offer, we need to be looking at what the problem is. What is the situation now that they want to change, and what is the outcome that they want to achieve? This is part of the problem, and every problem is related to the people who have the problem. And so you're not just looking for a problem, you're looking for that connection between people and problem. This means you need to be able to find the people, and you need to be able to understand what their problem is. Then you can solve the problem. First, you need to ask yourself, before I solve this problem for these people, how valuable is this problem? So we go to those people, we see what they're already buying to try to solve this. We look at what's out there on the market, and we say, okay, what is the value currently for solving this problem? And is there a market for this? And how much momentum is there? Is there a lot of people? Are they just ferociously seeking this solution to this problem? Or is it just a couple people showing interest, right? So what's the momentum look like? What's the market look like? And what does the opportunity look like? So this is about the value of the offer. Before we've even really finished making the offer, we need to know these things. Problem, audience that has the problem. What's the value of solving this thing? Sometimes, many times, we might see something that looks attractive to us that is related to our previous expertise or our experience, and it might not be worth pursuing. The payoff might not be what you want. Now, everyone's financial goals are different, and we'll talk about that later. And in the book, we set you up with a specific track to follow depending on your financial goal. But just to keep things nice and simple here, you have to decide if it's valuable enough to you to solve that or not. And then also, what's the value of solving it to them, right? Why are they willing to pay that much? And maybe they're willing to pay more if we can show them a better, easier, faster way to do it. And so then the third part of your offer is the unique way or system or method that you use to get there. Everything that sells well, every good offer has its special way of getting to the solution. And that's because it needs to stand out from everything else that's out there. If you want to increase the value that people see in solving this problem, solving it your way, then you need to have that special way. And that's the biggest piece of the offer that people get wrong. And that's something that we work independently on with some of our clients. And so now you have an offer. Now you have what people want. Now you need to go acquire customers. This is the method through which you're going to tell people about your offer. You're really amplifying and distributing your offer. That's what acquisition is all about. There are a lot of methods that you could get into. You can use lots of platforms: Facebook, Google, TikTok, LinkedIn. There are lots of social media platforms that you can leverage. There are other ad platforms that you can use, and you can really reach a lot of people using ads, using content, using outreach. But each of them has its pros and cons. We talk about those in the book and how to choose the right acquisition method for you. So what you're trying to do here is just put the offer in front of the right people and do it again and again. The big question that comes up at this point is your offer economics, or the math behind your offer. You might have a great first offer that people want, but we need to make that make sense financially for us if we're going to be using paid acquisition methods like advertising. Sometimes that means that there needs to be an additional offer, or sometimes that means that there needs to be another way for us to generate upfront revenue from these same people. Sometimes it means waiting a period and going into the negative in the beginning when you start to invest in acquisition, and then over time seeing how that matures and not only pays for itself so that you're basically getting customers for free, but so that it becomes profitable. And so there are a lot of details that we could go into here. We have our 10K media team that helps with this. And for businesses that are a little larger, we come in and actually do these steps for them. But the third step, the third part of your business is ascend. This is an area that I see so many businesses just completely fail. They're very weak in this area. Ascending is all about creating an opportunity to sell more to the same people. And this is so important because, as we've just discussed, the acquisition stage is very expensive. We're breaking even, or we're hovering in a negative for some period of time, and this is uncomfortable. We don't like doing this. That's why ascending the same people that we've already acquired, it unlocks much more revenue than the first purchase, than the acquisition. And you need to have customers who want to buy more, who understand why they need to buy more, who see it as a privilege to buy more. They see it as a good thing that they're able to now get the next offer that you have for them. A lot of businesses stop here. They acquire and then they sell and then they forget. And that's not how you're going to build a lasting business. And so if you have an offer and you're able to show that to people, then what is the next thing that they need? What's the next problem that you solve for them? How do you help them do it in a different way, in a better way, in a faster way, in an easier way? And so here it's not only about how you deliver what they've purchased, but it's also about how you guide them through success using milestones. And it's also about how you build a bridge to the next offer. You see, most entrepreneurs never build a bridge. They have separate offers and it's messy, and each time they have to basically sell from zero. But instead, you want to connect each offer with a bridge so that it makes logical sense why they would get the next offer. And then you're not so much selling as guiding them to the next step that they need to take logically. So when you've got those three simple parts, you have a business. You offer, you acquire, you ascend, and you repeat. That's the business growth cycle that we describe in the book. Go get the book, learn the whole system. Everything's in there. You don't need anything else. It's all in there. We do have a community where we can help you implement it, but you don't have to go there. You can just get the book and do it yourself if that's more your style. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you click like, click subscribe, leave a comment down below letting me know how simple your business is right now, or if you'd like to simplify it more, because simplifying your business will take you so much further. Complexity just slows you down, exhausts you, and gets you stuck. And you may have experienced that before. So I hope this video helped you, and I will see you in the next one.